I've been running the idea of doing a peptide cycle for the good part of the last year. The thing holding me back is I'm unable to find honest, reliable information on how to do these safely, if they are actually safe, and where to even start. All I can find is people talking about all the benefits with a promotion link in their bio. That's why I decided I'm going to document an honest peptide diary with no promotion links for people genuinely interested in trying these things out. Here's a little bit about me before we get started. My name is Dawson, I'm 25 years old, and I've been heavily involved in sports my whole life. Mainly hockey and football, two very physically demanding sports. As well, I got into training in the gym at about around the age 14. First it started out for sport, but since I've been done sport, it's also taken up majority of my time. I've found a lot of love and joy for being in the gym and improving every day and putting on mass. Currently, I'm still training as hard as I did when I was in my teenage years as well. I'm working 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off in a mine, which includes intensive, laborious work. The reason I've been researching peptides is because I find I'm not recovering like I used to and have developed a fair bit of joint and muscle pain, and I'm not able to train as hard as I would like to in the gym. So to help me go as hard as I want to go in the gym, the peptide I've been looking into is BPC 157. Now this compound has been around since the 90s and is made up of a protein from gastric acid. And I would like to mention before we move forward that I've never taken anything other than protein, creatine, and your basic vitamins for gym performance. I don't believe in tren, I don't believe in any of the other steroids, tests, anything like that, and disrupting your body's natural production levels. So why BPC 157 for my first ever peptide? And what even is this thing? Basically, it's just a chain of amino acids that are naturally occurring in your stomach from your gastric acid. And what it does is actually quite simple. It tells your body to grow new blood vessels to damaged areas and triggers your repair systems to work faster. Tendons, ligaments, gut, whatever actually needs it, it's supposed to heal faster. And the reason this spoke to me is because one of my main injuries I've been dealing with is an ACL surgery that took place a few years ago. So think of it like adding extra crews to a construction site. The work was already getting done, but now it's getting done faster. The concerning part for me when I started doing my research into BPC is that there's been hundreds of animal trials, all with positive results, but there was one phase 1 human trial conducted in 2016 that got canceled without explanation. Nobody knows why, and there hasn't been any since. This is my main concern. So, after doing more research, I have decided that the risks I am willing to throat, but this is going to be done in a smart, educated manner. Before doing anything, I'm going to be doing my blood work, seeing what everything's at, and then as well, once we're done, we're going to do post-cycle blood work and see how this has affected my health, if it has at all. Maybe it's improved it, maybe it's not, but this is why we're doing this all. So you guys can see what's actually happening. So, what is this whole process going to look like? I just ordered my Rhythm blood work kit. It should be on its way shortly. Once that shows up, I'll get that done as quickly as possible. I'm hoping to have those results by the end of the week, but we'll see how this all goes. I am not affiliated with them. I paid full price. It's just the option that suited me best. I already ordered my BPC 157 from a certified third-party tested vendor. We'll make a different video on this later because this process was brutal. There are a ton of terrible sources out there, and it's honestly not fun at all to deal with, but we will cover this another time. That will be being shipped soon. I'm heading out to work within the next week, so hopefully by the end of this week, we'll get my blood work back. We'll check that out. And then since I am working and it's too hard to do this at camp because peptides need to be stored at certain temperatures, otherwise they are useless. And as well, I didn't want to deal with the headache of traveling with them. This task is near impossible to do while traveling and not having access to refrigeration. So in order to be sure that I'm getting the highest quality experiment, I'm only going to be doing this on my time off for 2 weeks at a time. We'll do 1 2-week cycle, see how it goes. I'm planning to do 2 2-week cycles, possibly 3, depending on how this all goes. At the end of all that, I'll get another rhythm kit in and see how this has affected my health. Report back to you guys all my honest findings on how I felt, if I felt anything, if it worked, how it all went, and this will be all coming back to you guys. If you're interested on seeing an ordinary guy go through this crazy peptide journey and trying to do it properly and seeing if peptides are worth the hype they're getting online, follow along.